day, thankfully.
Same. I went to work today even. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, every single one of us.
Yeah, I'm not feeling all that great.
What's up, buddy? I mean, oh, I thought I did. Fuck off, Connery. Oh, I got a fun topic to start off with though. When it comes to Slurspiracy today, up to y'all. I don't know. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Wow, I kind of look shitty.
I feel shitty and look shitty.
Look at this shit. I have 2 bags under my eyes. You see that?
They're fighting each other. These are bags that are fighting. Honestly, whiskey might help, but I'm not going to drink this today, so let's switch it up.
Guess that you just know when another soul is broken. It's always kind of funny. You find out how they coping.
I'm gonna end up staying at home tonight.
You're not going to Sam's tonight, bruh?
Hell no.
He said, hell no.
Mina doesn't want to go either. She's not feeling that well.
I get it.
What's that?
We're literally about to have no.
It'd be nice to have a hot toddy, I won't lie.
Go make one in 5 minutes.
I don't have any whiskey. I don't have any alcohol, actually.
Like at all?
Mm-mm.
I'm actually really disappointed in you, Logan. Usually you at least have a thing of Woodford or something.
Nope.
Do you need a bottle of liquor, Logan? Would you like
no,
one?
I really don't.
I have plenty to give. Yeah. My collection problem is a problem for sure. What drink on this bad boy today, though, Logan?
Turn out the lights. Maker's Mark. I can't see which one it is.
Roasted French Mendian.
What? What'd you call me?
What'd you call me? I'm gonna take that bass out your voice.
I think he called me a Mindian. It's like someone who believes in the Mindy religion, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have it muted right now, though. Why? Do it. I'm listening.
We have 3 viewers.
It says 3. Yes, I love it. For the intro, can that be the intro with it? I mean, titties, if we could do that. That'd be probably some legal problem. Well, no, this is a cover of it, so I think you're allowed to use covers if I'm correct. So you might be okay. I'll have to double check on that. But that'd be perfect.
Like, bits or channel points set up.
I don't know. We don't have any of that done. Connery. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Yeah, Twitch, trying to grow on Twitch is difficult, but this gives us our content for YouTube and everything too. So, yeah, it is what it is. All forms of content. Eventually, one of them will have traction.
All of the content.
All of the content. We got to still make a new intro here soon.
A new intro.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do. Yeah, I know. Should we just call this? We should just call this episode "Sick AF." I know. All right. You want me to take them in this time? All right. Good morning, afternoon, night, whenever the hell you listen to us. This is Drunk Discussions, and we're your hosts. I'm Paul.
I'm Logan.
Oh my goodness. We planned this for weeks, guys, and he fucked it up. But it is what it is. So we have a different episode today because every single one of us is absolutely sick. Like to the nth degree. We don't know how we're doing this, but we are because of you guys. So I'm gonna definitely do a cheers to that. What are you guys drinking on? First of all, what are you cheersing today? Whiskey?
Honey. Tea.
No, it's tea. But I mean my hot toddy is whiskey.
You just make tea and then you add your whiskey and your honey to it.
Is that Old Forester? Nice, sir. I'm gonna do a Maker's Mark Private Select, the roasted French Mindian. Logan, I know you're looking at me and you're just so confused. Well, here I'll tell you this: this is the only Maker's Mark Private Select, right, that has no number 46 mash in it at all. 0. So it's the only full original.
45.
46.
Do I?
Does this sound better? That's fine. I feel like I look like Gary Busey just walked in and saw Rosie O'Donnell changing. That's how white and disgusting I feel right now. Yep. Yeah, same. Those are all the feelings that I have. I luckily don't have any pressure. Like usually when I get the flu or cold, I get a pressure there. You guys have? I don't have that, but I have to cough every 30 seconds. I keep having to mute myself for real.
I have like a horseshoe of pressure on either side. You know what I'm saying? Like around the top, down below the eye.
I have to. Well, actually,
water.
I kind of just saw Logan yesterday. He actually got out of the house and came over, and I did not have symptoms. This thing literally kicked my ass and has kind of left already in a like it's crazy. Really? Okay. Well, we're getting that figured out. But yeah, Logan, I'm sorry because I think I gave you the sickness. So I tell you, the next 12 hours are about to be rough for you. Relax, take some vitamin C, wrap yourself up because I have never sweat so hard in my life at night than I did last night. It was absolutely wild.
I felt pretty good like this morning when I woke up. I mean, I wasn't obviously I
what?
wasn't happy to be awake as early as I was on a Saturday, but I didn't feel sick at all. And then
Right.
like this afternoon, I started
Test.
Oh,
feeling
I was
so great.
I was rough. I literally am sucking on a cough drop for every 30. Like one goes out and it's gone, and I put another one in. And they're the ones that like numb your tongue, your mouth, and shit. Like it's rough. But you know, hopefully by Monday I'll be good. I had to go to work today over everything, so that kind of sucked. But
Yeah,
let's
it's been fun
cheers.
being sick.
Yes.
Connery, are you back? You back, Connery?
People can hear me now. We're good. We're good. Cheers.
Cheers. Logan's got his G Fuel probably.
Let's roll that intro.
What happened was we got caught up in a drunk discussion, and then he burned the bacon. It's water.
Where we talk about everything and know nothing.
You know what I mean? So it kind of seems like a win-win-win.
Here's Gerald.
Here's Jared.
Everybody, I'm dead.
Just draw a dick on it. It's not offensive. It's a dick. Everyone's got a dick nowadays.
Dude, tell me more, because I don't know anything about it.
Oh, a flapper's a 1920s dancer, you motherfucker.
Got a lot of bagels. I like my bagels. Chug 30.
Cheers. Salud. I mean, this shit's free, right? Monday morning. Chime on in.
Tranquility Base
Discussions.
here. The Eagle has landed.
We are back, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining Drunk Discussions podcast. So, other than all three of us being, I'm getting over my sickness. I'm in the draining process right now. Other than being sick, how was your guys' week?
It's not bad. I picked up a long forgotten sport that I used to love many years ago. I've gotten
Masturbating.
into. Yes. How did you know that? No, softball. I love baseball. I play baseball, and now I have a friend that's into softball, and she's gotten me into it. And now we're joining a league, and a bunch of people are joining. I'm getting a whole team together. So like, it's great. It's a good time. Get to get outside, exercise a little bit, hit the ball around them. It's fun.
What
I
about
definitely
you?
miss playing soccer. I feel like I should do like a futsal or something like that. It doesn't require that much effort to just do like an indoor league, and it's
Right.
pretty cheap too. It's very low. You don't need that much equipment to play soccer. You get your cleats and some shin guards, which
You're
doesn't
good.
have to be the best of the best. You just get some that work. And for
Now-
futsal, I guess you really don't even need cleats. You can just
I never
wear tennis
played
shoes.
Yeah.
soccer really. Like I think I played a year of soccer. Do you guys have to wear cups while you play soccer? Is that a thing? Like in baseball and football, we had cups. Like,
I
you
did
don't
in a
have to.
goalie position. I wore a cup, but I
Got
got hit. I was probably about 12. They threw me into goalie because the other goalie fucking broke his leg, and it was a penalty.
Jesus.
There was a penalty kick, and it hit me right in the nuts, and it hurt so bad. I said, "Hey, coach, take me out." I ran to the porta potty, and I had to look to make sure they were still there. It hurt that bad, and they were purple, just swollen. I was like, "Oh, this isn't good."
oh, glad to see they work. Delaney's doing well.
Maybe that's why it took so long to have a kid.
Maybe it's a possibility.
I tell you what, I'm with Logan on this. Like, I wish I lived closer. Otherwise, I don't know, man. I think you and I we'd play soccer together. I'd pick up a
It's really fun.
adults team.
I'd play goalie because I mean I think about it this way. I played catcher in
You're
baseball.
big.
I'm big.
You fill a lot of
tall.
space.
Yeah, exactly. And I played
You
goalie.
just stand there. Don't move.
But the thing is like I played goalie or the stop mark on every sport. Like catcher in baseball, hockey. I played goalie. Like I might as well just be goalie in soccer too. Like fuck it, I'd fucking send it at goalie.
Goalies have to be pretty athletic in soccer. At least like when you're talking about adult full field soccer. I don't.
You gotta be able to
maybe not
dive.
as much like
Like-
futsal, but
Just lay out, and I can do that. You just got to be able to sacrifice your body to the ground, and I have no problem with that.
You also have to be
Mm.
pretty like keen on watching foot movements and where a leg's going, so you know which direction to dive. Otherwise, you look like a dumbass if you're diving the wrong direction every time. But if you're
Yeah,
diving,
I mean, you got to get it right eventually, right?
yeah, or you
Like-
just block it with your nuts.
Yeah, I've had that
Uh,
situation in baseball before, and it's I could tell you what, I've
Well-
only ever puked twice in my life from a nut shot, and that was one of them.
Oh,
a baseball's a much smaller thing to track than a soccer ball. I feel like if you don't see a soccer ball coming at your nuts and move, then I mean I know that you can kick a soccer ball really fast, but it's still like, you know,
Let me ask this, Connery.
balls, you know.
Did you like Like, here's the goal. Did you like dive and you were parallel, and then they just like hit you in the dick, and like your hands were here? They were like stretched out.
It's basically I ran after, so he was going off to my right. I ran that direction as well, and I got my body in front of the ball. And I went to go reach for it, and as I was reaching for it, it also was there. So it was like I would have caught it if it was higher. Yeah, no problem, would have caught it, but it was just perfect.
You didn't
Ball
just
height.
move.
Yeah, I
could
mean,
have.
his hand-eye coordination's gotten better. Okay, Call of Duty helped with that.
Yes. Kind
But
of.
it would be fun. I mean, hey, you know, if you someday we might end up moving south and you move a little north, we just meet in the middle.
My
That'll be
mom,
perfect.
My mom said that
You
too.
start walking your way, and I'll start walking mine.
My mom was like, "Hey, Connor, I'm coming down to Georgia." Actually, she's in Georgia right now. She was like, "I think you and I can like meet in Georgia." I was like, "Yeah, let me just drive 14 hours to come see you on a weekend."
It's not 14 hours to Georgia. It's like 8.
No.
No,
Where I
yeah,
live?
it's like 8. There's no way.
Look up.
It's like 14 hours for me to enter Florida from here.
Yeah, it's like 26 hours for me to get to Ohio from here.
No, it's not.
No, it's
It ain't
not.
no
You're
26. It's like
21,
17
dude.
hours.
No,
You're so foolish. I mean, okay, he is talking about Florida traffic. Florida traffic is absolutely
It's
horrendous.
fucking taking
that's definitely-
75. It's adding on 8 hours. Then you hit Atlanta and you're like, "Oh, there's another 8 hours."
Well, I was gonna say I went 3 miles in Atlanta in 3 hours, so I
Look,
believe that.
16 hours, 25 minutes quickest route with severe weather warning.
Oh, which part
And
of Florida?
17 hours, 18 minutes avoiding highways.
He's like the border of Florida.
No.
Your house.
From our city to your city.
What's my city?
Cape Coral?
Yeah,
I didn't know if you wanted to share that with the world, but
No, well, what are they gonna do? DOS me? Probably.
SWAT.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. But so that's
so anyways.
out of Florida. I don't know.
Hey, I do have something. I wanna
you-
bring
you
up if
just
you guys
added
are free.
10 hours.
I do have some info if you guys want to talk
Tea
about
break.
it. So it feels like 2020 again. All right, the Tiger King is in the news.
For what?
The Tiger King found a loophole and is able to run for president inside of prison. And he is now
I'm
on the
voting.
ballot for the Libertarian card in the 2024 election. So we have Donald Trump, who's getting arrested running for president. We have Tiger King, who's in jail running for president. And we got Kanye West, who now just apologized to the Jews, saying that Jonah Hill saved them from his mind. So it's a great time to be alive right now.
Did you see Amanda Bynes is back in rehab? Or
that
she's
doesn't
back in a
surprise
psych
me.
ward. That's what it was. She's back in a psych ward.
Yeah, I
You know
feel
what's
bad for
sad?
her.
She was like one of my biggest crushes as a kid too, for real. I ain't gonna lie.
The Amanda Bynes
I
show
got-
was the shit.
Yeah, she was a good look. She was very pretty, very talented, and she just went downhill fast. But I mean, you know, Hollywood children actors, that sometimes can be the case. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Why is it that though? Like, you seem like more. Is it because they're just in the spotlight more? You guys like that's why they end up getting more, you know, attention, and like if they fuck up, it's right there in front of them.
Well, no, because I mean, listen, I made my fair share of mistakes, but I also think that there's probably some sketchy stuff that goes on in Hollywood that traumatizes people, and you know, maybe some of their decisions are affected by that trauma.
You know how many feet
Right.
shots were in iCarly?
Right. I forgot. I
Yeah,
saw
I was
that
gonna
TikTok
say-
too. You sick fuck.
Yeah.
Listen, Dan Schneider, he's a producer, screenwriter, and actor.
Dirty man.
I don't know if he produced iCarly, Zoe 101, Sam and Cat, Victorious, Drake and Josh,
Loved all of
The
those.
Amanda Show.
10 out of 10 so far.
Let's see what else. What I like
No-
about you, the movie.
Okay, his one mess up.
It wasn't that bad.
But yeah,
was
but
alright.
I think there's like, this is all or you know, just like hearsay. Like nobody's. He said, she said stuff here, but they're saying that something sketchy is going on with him.
With Dan
Really?
Schneider.
Harvey Weinstein kind of situation.
Well, that would
Like,
make
show me your
sense.
feet.
I mean, everyone that is basically gone off a deep end that's a childhood 90s star is at least at one point been directed by him. or in the
I mean,
same
now that you
room.
think about it, yeah.
And I'm
Think
sure,
about all those shows I listed.
yeah, I'm sure Jeffrey Epstein and Dan Schneider have at least had dinner together.
Maybe dessert. Wink, wink.
Oh,
They were like, you know what? We're both feet guys. Like, you know what? You just got to show more feet.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
No.
No.
Speaking of killing yourself, bye. No. I'm serious
Drink
though.
Heat Fuel. Please sponsor me.
I feel like a shotgun
Yeah.
would definitely clear the congestion out of my nose right now. It is so bad.
It clears something out of your fucking face, and that's called your brain.
Cleared out the back end of it. Painted.
But
a
yeah, can
wall.
you imagine? Like, it's 2024. Like, anything can happen. Like, what if Tiger King actually wins? Like, he'd be the first libertarian president ever, and it's the fucking Tiger King.
I think America.
Everyone's probably just like, dude, fuck it. Let's just say it, see what happens.
I think
he gets my vote.
I think we did that though. I think we said, "Fuck it, let's see what
Gets
happens." In the past, and
I
we
want to
learned
do it
our
again
lesson.
though. Sounds like fun.
Let's repeat history. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
You know
Just
what?
See what happens.
I think we should just have Dan Schneider as a president.
Everyone gets feet pictures.
Yeah, he'd be like, TikTok? Yeah, let's keep it. There's feet on there.
I mean, we should keep TikTok. I'm sorry. Did you watch some of this stuff going on with this this hearing? Like we've never really seen a two-party system like this come to unite over pure stupidity.
Yeah.
Right. So they keep saying like they're worried about China's effect. It's like, bro, Oracle literally houses all our data. It's a U.S. company. It literally has all the data for Netflix, for Instagram, for Facebook, for all of these major, corporations. It houses their data on U.S. soil by U.S. people, and we're like, these guys don't know that. They're like, oh well, the facial recognition. China's looking at us while we're masturbating. It's like, shut up, dude. You don't know what you're talking about.
Looking at us as we're masturbating.
I
Fucking.
think it's difficult to control
All right.
that type of media.
So
It is.
LinkedIn, Spotify, and multiple other chat platforms and social media platforms are all owned by Chinese people in China.
Conglomerates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't we banning those?
They're all housed through Oracle. The thing is like they're mad with how many users are using TikTok, and the rebellious side of people are going to TikTok. Like, honestly, I think it's hurting their votes is what it is, and that's why they're trying to go after TikTok. I mean, you're now looking at what, 15, I think it's now 20 million users are on TikTok, US users. 20 million US users. So I mean, am I off? Is it more? I feel like it might be more.
150 million users in the United States use TikTok.
Okay, I'm way off.
Yeah, so it's 150 million, and then as far as there was a
that's just under half the population.
I didn't think we were going to talk about this, otherwise I would have brought it in. So Facebook has actually launched a campaign a few years ago to stop TikTok, and they've invested over $20 billion towards campaigning and lobbying for banning of TikTok.
But why? Like, literally, why? They keep saying they're worried about China, and it's like, bro, every other one of these companies is also collecting data, going to Oracle. Oracle is able to sell it because it's, a U.S. company, and they're only mad at TikTok. It's like they're trying to take out the mad of social media all on one platform.
No, they're doing it because ad revenue. So a lot of money in ad revenue is going towards TikTok now rather than going through the Meta platform, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. So Facebook's like, this is our money that you're taking because you have more users than us now. I want it back. And they're being Mark Zuckerberg about it.
I think
fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
A big part of it is probably more likely that these media conglomerates that have been basically the main method of communicating the news to the masses don't have young eyes on them, and when people start to pass away, there's going to be all these young people who are no longer interested in traditional avenues of the news, like watching. Okay, let me ask you
the
this
news.
question. Let me ask you this question, Paul. When you were, did you have cable?
Yes.
Like, did you pay for cable?
Yes.
As a kid?
Well, I mean, my parents had cable, and then I paid for it when I got a house. But yes, I've had cable
Okay.
more than once.
Connery, do you have cable?
No.
I don't have cable.
Oh,
And
you
my
mean like
sister
right
doesn't
now?
have cable. Yeah, my sister
Oh,
doesn't
no.
have cable. And like I think most people our age probably don't have cable. And yeah, I think that they're like, holy shit, we're losing money and we're losing money fast. And it's because of social media companies, and they're like, holy shit, if there's 100 million eyes on this platform for 10 minutes a day, that's 10 minutes they're not reading the newspaper or watching the news. Views are going down, sponsorships are going away. They're kind of fucking panicking.
Right.
Yeah, Barry's in the chat. What's up, Barry? If
Yeah,
Google
Barry,
goes,
chill out.
if Google goes, most of the people stuff is screwed since a lot of stuff goes through Google. Google is just a platform, though.
Yeah,
For
it's a search engine.
It's a search indexing engine, but I mean, Google also owns a lot. They own YouTube.
They're good. They're okay. They have their own phone company.
They'll be
my
just
guy.
fine. Yeah, they'll be just fine.
I think that the conversation is just social media as a whole, and then like streaming services as a whole. It's affecting the media that our parents and all other generations have come to know, and it's starting to die off, and they're getting scared. It's I think that's not the alarming point. If you guys watched this trial, the alarming point is that we need to have an age limit on how old you're allowed to be and be in Congress still, because this is absolutely sad. Because some of these guys are just about to have a heart attack right there in the fucking chair.
Yeah, I mean, and I've said that too, where like I think that the representatives should be representative of the majority. So that means like medium household income, median age, like. But then again, it's kind of like, wouldn't we? I guess then. I've thought about this since I made my original comments, and I feel like wouldn't it just be like ageism technically? Like you're judging someone solely based on their age before you even give them a chance to prove that they're the right person for the job.
Well, then you can argue that with a younger age too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why are we limiting it at, what is it, 45 or 30, 35 to be president? Why not when you're a legal adult? Why not 18? You're allowed to run for president.
It's a good question.
Or 21.
They've made a
Why
dog a
35?
governor. Why can't a dog be the president?
Right. It's kind of a pointless position at this point. They don't really have the power we put them out to be and have. It's, anything they decide has to still go through Congress, has to go through the legislative branch. So like, there's checks and balances for a reason.
My
And
favorite
right now,
thing about the congressional hearing, though, and how fucked up everything went, is essentially what was being said by all these old cucks. They're like, so if the phone connects to the Wi-Fi, does TikTok have access to my internet? Like, yeah, that's how that works. Or so does the algorithm detect by the pupil dilation? The dilation of your pupils is detected, right? That's why you need access to my eyeballs. And there was a few
there was some crazy ones, off the wall shit. And the guy's just like, yeah, we don't have the technology to do that. No, like, yeah, we're not doing that. It's more for facial recognition, for like when you unlock your phone, it's just giving us access for that. So it's like when you go and put your phone up.
No, wasn't it?
It filters.
Wasn't it for the
and
filters?
And for the filters.
Pretty sure
But
it's just for the filters. That's the only thing TikTok uses it for, at least.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying some are different for other platforms, but regardless, it's not for what they think it is, and they're just stretching at this point. They're stretching so far.
What I like about the age there is what they've done with the age in the U.S. But before we talk about that, you've seen what's going on over in France, right?
Yeah, they're revolting again.
Because they increased the retirement age from 62 to 64.
2 years.
2 years. 2 years, and they're like, fuck our government.
Yeah, think about that. Guys, we need to step our shit up, right? They had a goddamn revolution over 2 years, and ours went from 60 to 65. So like, 67. What the hell are we doing? Is it 60? Oh, 67. So it's gone up again. So honestly, why are we revolting? We're just so lazy and complacent that we forgot that we fucking started this goddamn country on a revolution.
Let me put it to you this way, though: the reason you're able to sit, the reason you're able to sit here on your computer and
they can too,
eat food and drink and take a day off when you're sick is because of laziness.
It is.
People were like, "Fuck this! I don't want to sit in a field. How can I get this done faster so that I have more time to sit on my ass?"
Damn right.
And then you know.
They have
Like-
those. They have very similar luxuries too. Like I have friends in France, and I've been there now multiple times. So like my thing is again, why can't we just like stand up? Like I think France at this point is like they're so scared to fuck up and piss off their voters or their people that they something like even if they do and they do revolt, they'll change it. Our government's like, yeah, fuck that, fucking try to revolt, bro. We'll just put a fence around the freaking capital.
The
People are lazy, but I also think that people don't trust the federal government enough to
Not all.
actually handle the situation amicably if something were to arise. Like, not start shooting into a crowd.
You know, the thing is though, is if we, I mean, if more people had weapons and then you just saw fucking like 1 million strong storm the fucking Capitol. I know I'm probably getting listened by the NSA now, but regardless, they're not gonna, they can't do shit. Like that's in our constitutional right. If we want to be like, hey, you guys have fucked up enough, we could.
France-
We won't. But France is doing it
without guns, by the way.
without guns,
They got fucking rocks, stones, garbage. And they're like
extinguishers.
bottles of piss.
Yeah,
And
we don't need guns. I mean, I'd probably still have one, but like, you don't need guns.
I think we should go
to do
to trebuchets. Trebuchets and
Dude, yes, just take out the fucking thing, which is trebuchets, and have a giant like pulley system that has just a guillotine right there.
Laziness, man.
Ooh.
We can.
I don't
it
want to
does.
throw this rock.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to kill
I have
them. I want to eat them.
Let's
My
build
hands
a
are too
alive.
soft
trebuchet.
to pick up. Yeah, right.
Build a trebuchet.
Someone's gonna start building one now. They're just gonna be like, you know what?
That's not
These
a bad
guys really spoke to me.
I kind
I
of
think
want to
it's
build
time.
one, not for that purpose, but just like that sounds like fun, honestly.
I mean, if we could launch some pumpkins and enter in the Circleville pumpkin launching contest, I'd do it.
Into the atmosphere.
Just send that.
I wonder how much like forward accelerated mass would be required to launch a pumpkin into outer space with a trebuchet.
It would break the pumpkin apart.
It would destroy the
long as I'm strong
trebuchet.
enough.
You should have to put a spoiler on the pumpkin for the downforce.
52
And a sticker.
stickers.
Yeah, it adds horsepower. Cover that bitch in stickers.
So when are we getting together? When are we starting this revolution? Do you think Saturday at 6?
I thought you were gonna say futsal, but that makes more sense.
I think let's go a year from like a year or so, or over a year, maybe like January 6th of next year sounds good.
Oh
So,
my
Oh,
god!
anniversary. Well, you know why people are scared to retaliate now, right?
Because they're scared of what else will replace it. Something worse can replace it. for
I don't
sure.
think anything will change if we were to do that, right? And I would even say overthrow the U.S. government. The government doesn't need overthrown; it needs corrected.
Yes.
It needs
Needs
corrected.
replaced.
The problem with the
Yes.
January 6th thing is they were trying to overthrow a government. They weren't trying to correct a situation. Now you could correct it with a bulldozer. You can. You don't
Are you
have to
talking
try
about
to,
the up armored one? We trying to up armor this bulldozer?
I'm
Just
not
taking
saying
this
kill
heart of-
anyone.
heart-
I'm saying make it worth their while to continue fucking around and finding out.
Right.
Armor up a few
I mean, or
caterpillars.
make it worth their while to change. That's how. I mean, that is kind of capitalism, and that's why things are the way they are right now. Is because of lobbying and the right people being in the right place.
The American
Lobbying is
people-
the thing that pisses me off more than anything in this world. I hate it.
I'd argue it's the biggest problem. is
gerrymandering.
that you
Yep.
can anonymously donate funds to a campaign.
You can
Right.
a pack.
I say I always go into this. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
I'm pretty sure the last 3 times I've been on, I've mentioned it, but we always somehow get here.
We do.
I know.
It's a full circle. Speaking of
It's
circles,
drunk discussions. You
what were we talking about?
said full circle. What's the circle? You're coming back?
360 of these nuts.
These nuts.
I do say,
I mean-
though, there's been a lot of memes out of the whole TikTok congressional hearing. A lot of people don't realize, though,
Yeah.
is like the actual result of TikTok getting banned could be anywhere from a few weeks from now to years from now, or it may not even happen at all. Even though the hearing itself obviously looked like it, that's not the case. But yeah, I don't know. I'm done with
did
the
you
government.
guys?
I am.
We all are. We all are. But speaking of our government, we'll go to our military for a second. I learned this, and no, it's a kind of a funny, weird story. You remember last year how like India fought China in the Himalayas, and like India backed up the Chinese forces.
I don't know what
Remember
you're
that?
talking about.
What?
Well, so last year we talked about this during one of our podcasts. India and China got into a skirmish, right? And India ended up winning and pushing China past a further point than they already had, or whatever, in the Himalayan borderline, or whatever.
Over what?
This is what's hilarious. The news just released information that the reason China came forward and like started to, act as a farther point, because at that time, India and the U.S. were having a rock concert together. U.S. military troops and U.S. or Indian troops were having a rock concert and playing music. And the Chinese probably were like, bro, I want to see what they're fucking doing. This is cool. Could you imagine getting shot at and starting a conflict because they're probably like, hey, man, can we come listen?
I tell you what,
Fuck you, my concert.
I feel like you can resolve most things with music.
Oh, for sure. Bob Marley taught us that, bro. What do
Don't
you
worry,
mean?
man. Be happy.
Yeah, most. The objective word is most, but yeah.
I mean, like nukes, you can't stop a nuke from coming towards
No.
you by blasting Led Zeppelin at it.
You start playing
Maybe
the
with
dirty head,
sound.
it's not going to
You-
go away.
Now, hold on. Imagine if we just had a giant, sound system and you just fucking like shoot the sound waves at the nuke and it blows up in the air.
Or you
You
use
mean
harp.
like the thing the government's using to cause earthquakes?
Yeah, harp.
Exactly. Harp all over again. Thanks, Erica.
What was that? Resonance? Yeah. Matching
yeah.
resonance of a object.
With their
Static positioning? I don't know.
the vibrations.
Homostatic erectioning.
You're meeting the
Vibranium.
same frequency.
Yeah, same resonance.
Yeah.
Sonography. That's where they like do
Big words.
radiographs.
Oh, is that our slurspiracy for today? I don't even know what is our
I
slurspiracy
don't
for
know.
today.
X-rays cause cancer.
Why the fuck are
Well,
we
we
all
knew- we
sick
knew
at the
that.
exact same time?
I don't understand how this is possible. Like, I've only talked to Logan, so him being sick is understandable with me. But how the fuck you got me sick, Connery? Is it It's coming through the mic. That's what it is.
What
It's
if-
No, I
coming through
spit
the
in
mic.
this coffee.
It's that time you and I were on Snapchat together while we were both pooping. We were connected through the tubes.
We do have a bowel system.
Why?
Linked. I swear to
Hang
God,
on.
bro. This man snaps me or I snap him exactly while we're taking a poop at the same time.
Almost every day.
Every day. Every day.
Are you
It's
guys
like
like back to
women,
back over
Yeah,
the
it's like-
toilet or something?
it's like women's cycles. We're matched, bro. Our poop cycles have meet full circle.
It's like the cups on the screen. We're just speaking to each other,
I can't handle this.
blowing each other
You
kisses.
guys are-
It actually makes my day. I honestly, I'll sit down and get on the phone and I open my phone and I see a Snapchat from Connery. I'm like, I know. I just know he's also happening to send me a poop snap. Not like of his shit. I mean, he has done that, but like
I have.
just random shit throughout the day. And I'm just like, you're pooping, aren't you? He's like, I am. I'm just going through TikTok right now.
Did you hear about the lasagna? It's called the poo lasagna.
I'm scared to ask. I'm scared to ask.
So-
I just ate lasagna
The
too.
the algorithm I hit was apparently custodians that worked at stadiums, right? And I guess it's a common occurrence. They said anywhere from 8 to 12 times per game, they have to go clear what's called a poo lasagna.
Mhm.
And
Because people clog it and then just poo on top.
they continue pooing on top, and they fold nice, neat layers of paper of toilet paper down over each one, so it's just a fresh. And sometimes they break the cusp of the lid itself of the toilet bowl. Could you imagine being the last layer of the lasagna, having to stand over it?
At least you're standing and you're not, touching your cheeks to that. That'd be pretty rough. Just spreading that shit like Nutella.
How do you even?
No,
I
I
don't,
don't even want to think about it.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
I mean, if you think
Yeah,
about
it sounds
it,
awesome.
actually,
So
it's like when you go
anyways.
to like a porta potty. Have you ever been to a concert where a porta potty fills up fast and there's just a mound in the middle?
Yeah.
Logan took off his hat. He's walking away.
He's like, no poo talk.
Oh, he's done it. He's been to so many concerts too. That man used to go to EDM festivals and shit.
What if Logan
So
has
he
a
for
horror
sure-
story?
I know he's being traumatized. That's why he had to walk away.
He's
I bet he got
PTSD.
he got shoved in a toilet as a kid.
Oh, Logan, did you get a swirly and a lasagna?
He can't even hear us. He took his fucking headset off. He walked away. He's just solo. It's me and you, bro.
Oh, that's fine.
But no, that's the worst. But let me ask you, as a man, and you open that and see that mountain, do you pee on the mountain?
Yeah, you create a crater in it.
Right, you make a little volcano and you pee in that mountain of poo.
Yep. Anyways, let's change off of the Poocano.
No. Every pee time is not necessarily a poo time, but every poo time is a pee time.
Man who
Every
goes to
pee time is not a poo-poo time, but every poo-poo time is a pee-pee time.
man who goes to bed with
Exactly.
itchy butt wakes up with sticky finger. Stinky finger. God, I am so
Draining.
316.
I feel like I gotta sneeze. Logan, I gotta know, do you have a PTSD moment when it comes to poop? Is that why you walked
Yeah,
away?
that's what we were asking. We were asking.
I'm
We're like,
just-
this man's
listen.
traumatized.
I've got a weak stomach, and you guys, you're gonna push it too far, and listen. I have a trash can in here, but I don't want to use it.
Oh god.
We're all sick too, Connery.
Yeah.
Like, and the worst thing is if I go to throw up right now, I'd probably shit my pants.
Oh. God, this is a
Like, that's
disgusting
the
episode.
typical- It's sick as fuck, bro.
Sick as fuck is the title.
Oh god.
Oh, Connery, I registered my bike today.
You did?
Oh, you did do that.
Yeah.
How's the
Mhm.
weather? Are you actually riding in it? Or
You want to get blown over? It's
Yeah.
it's like 60-mile-an-hour winds
50
right
mile an hour
now.
gusts.
holy shit.
Yeah. Because, Ohio.
We actually have really heavy winds today too. What the fuck is going on?
I think that there's a front moving in and it's pushing everything out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if I don't know if it's a high or a low. Logan's go to our meteorologist Logan. Logan, can you look up to the weather and see what is going on around us right now in central Ohio?
Yeah, it would appear
24
that there's
mile-
weather.
24 mile per hour sustained winds to the east.
Oh wow.
Feels like 38 degrees. 10-mile visibility, which is very clear. 62% humidity.
What type of bike
Yeah.
did you get again?
A Kawasaki.
What size engine?
And what is that? What is that called again? It's not like that's not a cross tour design, is it? What's the design?
It's a
They like-
naked.
A naked.
Yeah, it's a naked bike. It doesn't have. It's a sports bike that doesn't have the
Plastic.
the fairings on the front. So
Yeah.
like you don't have as much, and it doesn't have a windscreen either. But the windscreens on a sport bike are like
Pointless.
barely usable in the first place. So
It's more for looks.
but,
Aromatics.
yeah, it's definitely a fair weather bike. That's for sure.
I mean, it weighs nothing. Like the man could lift it up probably.
Oh, I'm in like
I
a
did lift it up. I have
Yeah.
lifted it up, unfortunately.
perpetual state of sneezing right now. Like I'm edging. So
Edge and a sneeze.
bro, and I have been like my eyes are watering. Oh,
You can mute yourself and just let her go. I've been doing that the whole time with my coughs.
the
I
problem
feel like
is,
just a feather's tickling my
I
throat
can't
right now.
I can't reach a climax, and they just continue building and building, and then when I do hit that climax, I feel like I break my neck, and it just everything locks up. I'm like, ugh, I fucking hate.
You
that.
maybe
Are you
just
Chris
do you have
Brown?
like tissue paper?
I do.
Yeah, I'd be just muting myself and just clear that shit out. Just
Mhm. Yeah,
he's looking for it. You don't have them, do you?
What?
I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of been at that point where I've been using the bottom of my shirt.
Wait, what are you
You
talking about?
sick bastard! You lied to me. You don't have. Lauren, get this man some Kleenexes.
Get this man a
Keep that
tissue.
thing on you.
Oh,
Damn,
the
that's a lot.
puffs with the is that
You
the
gotta keep
plus
that thing
lotion?
on you, bro.
Puffs
That's the
puffs
one.
lotion.
Plus.
Oh, those are the best. I've been using paper towels and my nose is raw.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where you
that's gotta
fucked
hurt.
up.
Yeah, I'm not a
Nina
smart
keeps those
man.
things in here.
We're literally talking about this, and I just can feel, like, you feel it, like, hit, and you sneak every time. It's like you drink a Gatorade. You remember as a kid, you drink a Gatorade, and your spit get really thick, and you just go outside and see how far you can make before you suck it up.
Yeah, yeah.
No?
What?
Adam
You guys never did that.
Sandler.
You were like, yeah.
What was that?
You fucking sit there and just spit, and it goes
Yeah.
straight down, and you suck it back up.
What's that Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
like
like-
movie?
Sandlot. Then I'd go give the kid down the street a beef stew.
Big
Yeah.
Daddy?
Yeah.
You mean you got beef stew? Don't fucking lie to yourself, Logan.
What was
Fuck
that
you.
movie?
That's
with
the
Adam Sandler?
PTSD I have with poop.
I knew it. I can smell it. Oh, I can taste it. It's in my mouth.
Something
Beef stew.
Daddy.
You know, I mean, you didn't hear that conversation about the poo mountain, but we'll it's okay. We'll skip it. He's like, no. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Don't have to walk away with your PTSD ass on shit. All right.
All right. What's our
You want another fun topic?
what's our source
Traumatic
conspiracy?
shit disorder.
Do we have any
Logan.
questions?
I mean, we can look, but I was gonna say Logan's a car guy, and I have a car thing that's kind of interesting. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but you guys know what the
Then
Le
do
Mans
it.
is, right? You know the
Yeah.
Le Mans 24-hour Le Mans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, for the first time in ever, 2 American teams are entering the Le Mans, and one of them is backed by NASCAR.
Didn't Ford?
They entered it in one, Ford only, but not simultaneously 2 American
Oh.
companies. So now General Motors is entering the 24-hour Le Mans with NASCAR, and the new Camaro is going to be running in the 24-hour of Le Mans with NASCAR titling.
Really?
So that's about to be kind of cool.
I wonder how many
Yeah.
electrical issues it's going to have during the 24 hours.
All of them, every single one.
I don't
and then
know
they're
what's going
redesigning
on.
the Mustang, fun fact, with a mid-engine motor for the GT. It's going to be like the back end's going to be like a Ford GT40 almost, but like the Mustang front end. So Ford is making a mid-engine kind of like Corvette competitor of the Mustang.
That I think we need more mid-engine vehicles out there.
Mid rear, I would say, but yeah.
Yeah, mid-rear.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got
You
the
know-
new Corvette. I think it's beautiful. I fucking love it. It looks like a McLaren for starters. It's
I
a
love them.
really
They're
good
fantastic.
really good looking whip.
I mean, GM was the one of the first, American automotive companies to make a mid-engine vehicle, and it just happened to flop because Ferrari wanted to sue them over it.
what?
The Pontiac Fiero.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think they should just leave the Mustang alone now. The
Yeah, but now
Mustang's
they
been
have
doing well for
they
a
have the
long
electric
time. and
Mustang.
it's a brand. That's what I'm saying. It's not a car anymore. Ford
Yeah.
is changing the Mustang from a singular car to a brand.
Yeah,
So they're
they've
gonna have
got an SUV
SUVs.
already. They have
Yeah.
an
No,
electric
I
SUV.
fucking hate it.
I mean, look
hate
at
it. I see them around here. They're so ugly.
But look at Kia. Kia did it with Genesis, right? It was a singular car. They had the Genesis and the Genesis Coupe, and then now Genesis as a whole is its own brand, its own logo, its own. I mean, that happens all the time.
Kia's done so well with the Telluride.
There's a lot. I mean, you have to think it's Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, so it's 3 car manufacturers all from South Korea under one name.
Is Mitsubishi
So, I mean,
still
they've-
around?
Yes, they are. I have one, sadly, too.
I thought they went bankrupt.
No, they're decent cars. They just are kind of no frills. Like
Yeah.
if you're looking for a luxury vehicle, you probably don't get a Mitsubishi, but they're not bad cars.
No, like ours it was cheap. It's paid off. My dad had one. My mom has one. I mean,
Nina
if
has
you want a
one.
GT Spider, the GT Spiders were kind of cool.
They are.
But that was it. Or the Evos.
Yeah, the
But that's-
Evos are very nice.
But like even then, they're like luxury, like you said, Logan. Inside, an Evo's not built for luxury, bro. It's built for speed. It's built for
Yep.
track. Like
Yep.
you're not just gonna go to Subaru and Mitsubishi and these car manufacturers that have been in like enduro racing and shit and off roading to be like, I want all leather with premium fucking speakers. Like, no, you're not gonna get that from them.
An Evo is specifically made, in my opinion, to be a street racer. And like even if you took it to the track, it would probably underperform because they're too heavy.
It's like
Agreed.
the WRX. I mean, it is not a luxury vehicle.
Exactly.
No,
It is a high
They're not.
performing fucking beast on the road, is what that thing is.
but even then, if you take that to a track, like Logan said, it's not gonna perform to like a track car.
It's not
It's
a
a
track car.
street or off road racer. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, but they last long. They're reliable. They're cheap to work on.
Great
That's why
safety
people buy
ratings.
them. Well,
Shitty
Not-
turbos.
they didn't for the longest time. You have to remember the way our safety ratings here are much more strenuous compared to other countries. So like that's why it's hard when you get a vehicle overseas and
Mhm.
want to import it. It still has to follow our safety regulations. And
They cut a lot of weight that way too.
yeah, so like in the end, you're not. I mean, or you have to wait so long. Like, didn't it happen with the Supra, Logan? Didn't like the '90s Supra, you couldn't have one because it didn't follow our standards for safety, and you had to wait like 15 years or whatever, 20 years until it's considered a classic
It was
vehicle
20
to be.
years for antique.
Yeah, 20 years. You had to wait 20. Imagine buying that car and being like, "I'll see you in 20 years." Like, no, people did. People did it.
What was that?
Or you.
What was that
you-
BMW?
What a lot of people actually ended up doing is they got it shipped to Canada, and then they brought it through Canada on the West Coast.
The Z3.
again,
That's
still
what it was. Did you guys see that Snapchat I sent you of that fucking Z3 with the
BMW?
historical plates?
Yeah, there's BMW Z3s. They're older.
I can't imagine. And this was like a 2003 Or a 2002 Z3 with fucking historical plates. I'm like, dude, that ain't a collector.
I mean,
What's
yeah.
the point of getting historical plates on a car like that, anyways?
I mean, think about it this way,
20
though.
years.
Like a 68 arguably was like one of the best years for American muscle.
67.
67,
68.
68.
Yeah,
Those years.
68 at
I
the
would
end of
say
68.
it's really
is when it died down.
67 through 69, if we're honest. But
Yeah.
Bullshit.
when the 70s,
I'd say all the way.
hit, especially, there's the oil embargo, so people stopped driving those kind of cars because they just burned gas. Because people would turn them into like pro street vehicles, tub out the rear, put those slicks on the back, and just fucking put as much horsepower as they could into the engine, and just send
That's
them.
why
You can't really
70
do that when gasoline and petroleum is through the fucking
When
But
it
roof.
comes-
I was saying, some of the best muscle cars were in the 70s, though, guy. The
For
Chevelle,
American
the
muscle
split
cars.
bumper Camaro.
American
Yeah, that's what I'm
muscle
saying.
cars. When you're looking at foreign muscle cars, 90s, late 80s to early 90s was the best period for foreign muscle cars, in my opinion.
Foreign.
For-
Okay. That's
yeah.
it. For American, it's 60s and 70s.
For sure.
Without a doubt.
Like, for example,
Without a doubt.
the fucking
Example.
yeah, the Supra. Like, let's be
For
honest.
example.
For example, dude, my fucking nose.
I wouldn't say
Supra's
that's a-
more of a tuner.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a
That's what I would
muscle
say that
car.
is.
It's more of a street car. I don't know. Like, when you think muscle, you think big, you think boxy, you think loud, you think horsepower. When you think
Yeah.
like JDM, you think quick and, able to handle turns and curves and drifting and, sleek and bubbly, not like boxy and square. And when you think
That's
muscle car, you think boxy and square.
Did you see the new 1.66 0 to 60 on the new fucking was it Challenger? Was it the Challenger
The
or
one-
Charger that they
They-
did that on?
Aren't they doing? Didn't they stop doing the naturally? It's probably the Charger.
Yeah,
It's probably the
so the Demon, they got up to 1.66
Oh, that's a
seconds,
Challenger.
0 to 60.
Oh, that's wild, actually.
1.66.
0 to 60 in
Please tell me
less
it was
than 2 seconds.
1.666, because then that would be
It
perfect.
was.
Okay.
That
The
was
Demon
kinda-
The
hits-
thing is
That was the point of it.
built to go fast in a straight line. That's what the Demon's good for.
You know what muscle car is able to go around turns and handle corners, and at one point held the fastest time around the Nürburgring for a rear-wheel drive car? The General Motors 2022 ZL71 Camaro.
Man, that thing's a fucking
ZL1,
beast.
sorry.
That thing
Yeah,
is a
that thing can
beast.
handle, my guy. I finally got to drive one. I literally got scared. It's so much fun. It's such a good car. I'm sorry.
It
Now,
grips and
If
it
you're
shifts.
talking blind spots,
horrible.
the whole thing's a blind spot.
There's no panoramic views on this buggy, bud.
None.
No.
None.
You can't see the horse in front of you. You're gonna hit the horse.
And what's worse is the guy put louvers on it. So he's like, you can't see anyway. Fuck it. You don't need that.
He's not wrong. To be fair though, if you're getting the ZL1, it automatically comes stock with full 360 camera that you can turn on at any point while you're driving.
And upgraded suspension, all kinds of shit. I love it. It's such a good looking car.
It is a very good look.
I think it's a great time to be alive for some great automotive achievements, honestly.
Shot.
Like racing's fun. Yeah, shot.
I
Racing's such a
need to
good
clear my
time.
nose.
Yeah, everyone take a second to blow your nose.
Don't do blow, but blow your nose.
It'd be a waste of blow for me. It just gets stuck.
I'm congested to the point I can't even taste the whiskey.
I can't. It's more just like heartburn now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
There's
God.
no flavor to it
The
at all.
speeds.
Man.
I'm realizing now, like, because I've been working kind of in the automotive industry, and I talk to a lot of people out motorsports. I mean, I've heard a lot about fast cars, but I didn't really realize how fast motorcycles were until recently.
Oh,
And,
dude.
like, I don't
I
have
love
a
Man
big
TT.
motorcycle, but it'll go. It'll fucking go. And they're much faster, obviously, than what I have. I've got the Honda of motorcycle. Well, the Honda does make motorcycles, but I've got the Honda Civic of motorcycles right now. Like the beginner one that you can make a little bit faster, but then
So
You
when
know,
are you gonna?
there's a Corvette out there and a Lamborghini. And
See, I had like the Corvette. I had an R6, and I loved that fucking bike. Loved it.
the 600cc Super Sport.
R6. Yeah, it was a good one.
Dangerous.
Oh, dude, I had extra teeth on the back sprocket too. I could just pop that bitch up whenever I wanted and do a wheelie. It was so much fun.
When do you plan on getting a bigger bike, Logan?
When I'm comfortable riding the one I have
Yeah.
That's fair.
efficiently.
Just don't
And
Princess
safely.
Diana it, you know?
I mean,
She wasn't even in a bike, bro. What do you mean? Her chauffeur got drunk and killed her.
The teeth going through the back of your
Allegedly.
skull still is in the same pattern, okay? It starts here and it ends up back here, okay?
Wear a helmet always, people.
Yeah.
Always.
Dress for the slide, not the ride.
Damn right.
yeah, it fucking sucks. I learned
Nuts.
that one.
Connery. I remember we're living at the Radner house, right? And I have a motorcycle. I had my Suzuki Intruder 1500. Big fucking bike, dude.
It was.
And my buddy, our roommate John's like, I got a motorcycle, guys. I got a motorcycle. And we come out to see
That
it.
little rat rod, I love that bike, dude. I don't give a fuck.
He
That thing
goes
was sweet.
Popping out on his little rat rod thing. And it was fun. It was a cool little bike. But bro, he goes to take down the road. And I shit you not, we have like a hill just up over
Barely
the road.
made it over.
He gets over the hill, and then we're sitting there waiting for him to come back. And next thing we know, we see him pushing it.
Why would he? Was there? Did you guys start it? Like, could he not start it up?
No, it just killed. All the power went out on him when he got down that hill, and he had to turn around and
Did he pull
start
the
pushing
clutch?
it back. Everything
Yeah.
did not work.
I bought it from him for like, what was it, like $900 or something like that?
Yeah,
And,
cheap.
and it ran decent. And then one day we were like, let's go do a bike meetup. And this rat rod it looked dope. I thought it was a dope
looked
looking
good.
bike.
But the wiring was absolutely Jimmy rigged.
The wiring was fucked. And we get up to Polaris Parkway, right when you're about to turn left on
Ours and coffee.
yeah. And the bike stalls. Can't get it started. It keeps blowing fuses. So we just left it at a bank for the night until we could go pick it up. But yeah, that was a shitty bike.
It was. The fuses on. Yeah, he drove around with a box of fuses
did.
in his pocket.
Every time it's stalled, I just pop it in real quick at the red light and go.
And pop a new one in and go. It was hilarious.
Ugh.
But it was a cool looking bike. I think one of my favorites though was my V-Star. My V-Star. It was only a 600. It was my first bike. And the day I got it from this guy, he laid it down. We're driving to the gas station. He's like, I'll put gas in it for you. I was like, sweet. We're following him. He turks a left, and I mean, just lays that bitch down.
Those V-Stars,
And we get out. He's like, man,
those V-Stars, they're not chain driven, right? They're
they're not chained. They're
what do you fucking call that? Shaft.
fuck it, yeah, they're shaft driven.
Yeah.
But he laid that bitch down right in front of me, and then we'll get out, and he's like, "Oh man, that's shit." He's like, "If you don't want it, I understand." I was like, "No, I'll take it, but for $500 off."
$500 for
Oh,
For laying
dropping
it
it?
out. Oh.
Yeah, all it did was fucking break the foot pedal. $30. I
Oh,
got a
it
new
broke the
pedal.
foot pedal?
That's it. Yeah, just broke the pedal.
That ain't 500.
Got a new one, $30.
No.
No, but I fucking told him because he laid it down in front of me. It was awkward. I was like, $500 off.
I'd
I'll
still
take
be
it.
pissed that I was getting a bike with a broken foot pedal.
Fuck it. I fixed it. I ain't mad. I had a trailer anyway. I didn't plan on fucking riding it home.
It's Paul.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I will say the one time I dropped mine, which was really stupid of me, honestly. I stalled, I panic pulled the front brake, and it turned the front tire. And I was like, this is exactly what I was told
Not
to be
Not
careful
to do.
not to do. You know what I mean? as it's like, and I'm like,
Oh,
I didn't do it again though. I'll say that much. I was like,
You-
all right, it does not take any brake at all. It just takes a little.
you will
and
hit
you're-
one.
You're good. But
It'll
I
happen.
listen. I dropped it. Okay. But when I say I dropped it, a lot of people assume I dropped it like a sack of potatoes. This is a light bike. I like laid it to rest. You know what I mean? I
Laid
felt it
it
going, and I
down
was like,
lightly.
I'm not gonna stop it, but I can slow it.
It's a Salt Bay of drops.
It was, very smooth. And I checked it.
No.
It was thankfully
Logan.
this brand new bike was not like chipped or anything like that. But
You're fine. And you
Yeah.
get the side protections, and you'll be good. The little frame protectors or whatever. You'll be fine with that. But
that
no,
was the first
you will
time
hit
I
a
got on
point.
it, though.
It will happen at some time in your riding career, and this terrifies me every time it's happened. Is when someone fucking slams on their brakes in front of you, and you gotta fucking like lock your back one up, and your back end comes, and you gotta
I have
like,
ABS.
press it. Oh well, then you're fine. But I had none of that, and I had to drive this drift like while pumping my brakes on like avoiding this car and not trying to lay down my bike. Absolutely was pissed.
God,
Tyler was literally behind me and watched it. He's like, you handled that like a pro. I would have fucking fell down. I was like, well, I was not wanting to kiss the concrete today.
Nah.
Yeah.
I do
There's
miss
nothing worse.
I do miss riding on a motorcycle. I have one. I don't ride.
Yeah, what
Why?
the fuck, dude? You have a Harley.
No, I don't.
In the Harley? I thought you had oh, no, that's Tyler.
It's a Shadow.
What did you have?
A
Yeah.
2002
Fix that
Honda
shit.
Shadow with like 6,000 miles on it. It's brand new looking.
Something wrong with it?
Fix it.
Carburetor needs
Carbs
cleaning,
need cleaning.
and I gave it to my buddy to clean it a year and a half ago.
Yeah, get that shit back and clean it.
He
bro. You
still
live in
has
Florida.
it.
You could be riding your bike every
He
day.
still has it. I just
You
don't.
have no excuse.
I do have an excuse.
You have a daughter, yeah, but think about it this way: you trying to get to work quickly, bro.
No, I don't have a license.
I had a lot of these. Okay, get your. Oh no, you have to go get a temps and go apply for at the DMV for
Right,
15
Yeah,
minutes.
it was
Oh
super
shit!
difficult. I
Yeah.
had to answer like 30 questions because I didn't
Hey.
even need all 40 to get it, and then
Yeah.
I
You
ended
need
up
an
getting
SAT
it for
score
20
of at
bucks.
least. Yeah, you need a high SAT score in order to get this thing. Like
Mhm.
I don't think you can pass it, Connery. I
You
think
need
you're
a
fucked.
900 credit score to get a motorcycle license. It's Florida. No,
But it only goes
Dude.
to 850.
I can't tell you how many fucking motorcyclists have died right at the fucking intersection right over here since I've been here. Like, I think it's 12. It's something
Well,
stupid like
yeah.
that. Like motorcycle, especially where I live, because every single fucking road has like 30 intersections on it. Just because it's all one giant subdivision. Cape Coral is. It's just
Connery,
a clusterfuck.
I went
There's no
I
point.
went to Florida for 2 weeks for a fucking seminar for work, right? And at our hotel at the intersection, there was a different accident every single day for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
I have never in my life ever been to a city where that's ever happened. Only in Florida.
Then why the fuck would I ride a motorcycle here?
No, you just need a better motorcycle. Yours old. Sell that bitch and get a new one. Like he said, you
There's
got
like
ABS on that shit.
There's
Yeah,
like
ABS is
5,000
gonna stop that fucking 2002 Ford F-150 from plumbing right into me.
Well, you got to be a defensive driver. Logan's a defensive driver. I had to be like, you have to be as a
yeah,
motorcyclist.
don't put it in neutral.
It's hard to be
and when
drunk
you're-
and defensive at the same time, though.
You shouldn't be drunk driving regardless.
Yeah, just keep it in first, and be aware. And if someone starts pulling up, then that's why you stay to the right or to the left after you've come to a stop.
I don't know. There's also a stereotype that goes with motorcyclists here in Florida. One, you got a beer gut and you have a blonde with big fake titties, no ass, like the ass sucks in and is winking at you, and leathery skin. I don't have that.
Yet.
No, Lauren's butt's way too big. That ain't gonna happen.
Then just get a fucking touring bike, bro. So you can sit back,
Lauren,
have her fucking arms
when you
back
get your
and chill.
when you get your butt sucked out, let's go to the doctors.
What?
Yeah,
No,
we
just
can
get
fit the
a
stigma.
Harley or a Goldwing as Tyler wants, and she can sit back there, have speakers, have armrests, be like Jay chilling behind you, and you can be just relaxed up front. There's even ones where you can plug in your jackets and heat your jackets.
Yeah, because
Like,
I
yeah,
need
I
that
call
in
'em,
Florida.
I call them two-wheel sedans, is what I call those.
The
Yeah,
Gold
2-wheel
Wings.
sedan, bro.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like 900 fucking pounds, and like you might as well just get a golf cart.
Yeah, and for you, Connor, that's nothing. Just a nice squat day. Just lean every time you're at the fucking light. You get a good workout in, and then just go.
Yeah, 900 pounds is.
I mean, I'm
about
not saying that's
my- yeah.
they want to stay upright, so I'm not saying it's like, and they're also like a 28-inch seat height.
My
so
wife's
it's very, very easy to keep it up, low center of gravity. But
My wife's in the
What
chat. Nah, I'll just lean forward and give a great view. You slut. No.
Great. Fucking love Lauren. That's
she's
great.
the
my
best.
wife.
My wife.
Nice.
Uh,
Oh God. She would too. I could hear Connery now, bro. Your fucking whale tail is showing. She'd be like, "So, your point?"
she's the
The eyes.
eyes.
Uh,
Oh man,
that's funny.
yeah. No, I would definitely.
Well,
I look once my daughter is. I'd say once she's talking and walking, maybe I'll start getting back on the bike.
Oh, so you got some time, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't have any interest to get on it. I'll be honest. Florida scares me, dude. That's why I drive one of the biggest trucks in Florida.
That's fair.
So that you can contribute to the problem.
Right.
I've been hit twice
How
in
many
that truck.
accidents have you been in?
I've been in 4 car accidents, and I didn't cause a single one of them. I was rear-ended at
See, and that's why
stoplights.
people, when they ask me why the rates are so high in Florida, like, listen, I'll be honest with you. Like, I could sit here and make you feel better by saying it's the hurricanes.
No, it's old cunts.
It's not the hurricanes.
It's old people. And the
say it.
last fucking car accident I got in, I was at a stoplight, right? I'm just sitting there and I'm bullshitting with my mom on the phone on my way to work. And all of a sudden, boof, I'm like, I think I just got hit. I get out of my truck.
No, it was me.
Oh,
You were on the
I was
phone
on the phone with Paul.
me
I was on my mom
Yeah.
with my mom the time before
the
that.
first time.
It's
No,
always,
yeah,
I'm
he
always
was on the phone with me, and he got rear-ended, and his voice.
I was so pissed. I was so annoyed.
We're talking about some stupid shit, dude. Like for the day, just how the day's going, bullshit. He's ranting to me how Connery does because like he doesn't want to bring that shit home to Lauren. And
No, that was on my way to work.
Oh yeah, it was on the way to work, but he called me for something, and then all of a sudden you just hear this loud crash, and he's like, "Motherfucker!" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I literally just got in an accident." I was like, "No, you didn't." He's like, "I'll send you pictures," and hung up.
So I get out of my truck. No damage to my truck at all because I installed one of those big ass fucking hitches that has like 4 different hooks and hitches on it. I got hit by a Honda Odyssey. There's fucking transmission fluid everywhere. The entire bumper's torn off. Engine's fucking crumpled into the frame. And I look at her. I was like, I gotta go to work and my truck's fine. I don't feel like pressing charges or filing an insurance claim. What's your thoughts about that? And she was like, that's fine. I was like, have a great day. And I left.
Did you take pictures at least?
No.
Yeah, he sent me pictures on Snapchat. He's like, "This bitch."
No,
he's
then
like,
You
"I'm
should take
fine."
pictures because
The one that you're talking about, Paul, that one I got hit by a Suburban. That was the time before this most recent one. I got hit by a Suburban. The dude was going 45 miles an hour, didn't brake at all, hit my truck, totaled the fuck out of his truck. But mine had a busted taillight, a dented bumper. That was
Just
it.
goes to show Toyota's just apparently bulletproof.
Dude, it's a fucking tank. It's an 8-foot bed too. I could get hit by a fucking semi and have plenty of time for my truck to move forward to be okay in the cab. I drive a big ass fucking truck because I love having a big ass truck in Florida because it's proof in the pudding. People here are fucking stupid.
Have you ever gotten into an accident, Logan? Like, do you remember ever like
car
you were
accident?
Yeah, with your family member or you?
I've only ever been in one accident. I caused it, and it was a single vehicle. Like, I was the only person involved.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, I had someone in my passenger seat, and we were going past, like, so it was on 3637, so I'm going, like, probably 65 miles an hour, close to 70 miles per hour at that time.
Which is actually 90, but okay.
And we had to make a right turn, and
This man just locked it.
No, they told me when we were like feet away from the turn, and so I hit the brakes and I turned, but like I was going into the oncoming lane of traffic, so instead of going into the oncoming lane, I went to the left, like, and into the grass because I had a passenger. I was like, I'm going to hit a car that's coming in the oncoming lane, and they're gonna take the brunt of this, so I just drove off the road.
Was it Sam?
No, it was Cam.
Okay.
Rhymes with
Yeah.
Sam.
I've been in a couple, honestly, but I've been in a lot. Only like 2 are my fault. One was with no one. I was, 16. I had my Camaro and I was with some friends. And my friends, Sean and Bryson, that's all right. I can say their names. I don't give a shit. These motherfuckers were telling me to drift Ford Road. And if any of you guys know this, before they extended it, Ford Road was a straight right angle. Like, immediate right angle at the end of this thing. So I fucking, at like 40, 45, whip this bitch, catch the gravel. So, like, I do it perfectly. Catch the gravel, but when I hit the gravel, it sucked me into the raised the fucking rear end up like 2 inches, like went into the cornfield. I was like, You guys good? Like, yeah. Car wasn't starting. Put it in neutral. Put it in drive again. Wouldn't start it. Put it in park. Started. I was like, yeah, we're good. Let's go. Let's go home.
My wife's in the chat right now. Do you remember the gold minivan? So we were on Polaris Parkway. Lauren was following me in her what was it? Was that the Buick at the time? Anyways, I was on my
Yeah, it
motorcycle.
was a Buick.
I was on my motorcycle, and I think that was the V-Star 650 I was on. Anyways, this minivan runs a red light, turns into the same lane that I'm in, but nearly just hits me. I quickly get out of the way, and it was like slow motion. I just middle finger right across her fucking window. And Lauren, being Lauren, starts driving this bitch off the road. She's like, you fucking cunt. You almost killed my husband or boyfriend at that time, I guess. But yeah. And then we've also got Barry in the chat. I once got hit by a big truck. I was stopped at the exit of a parking lot in a huge Sierra 4x4. So Sierra pickup truck. Cut the corner too close and hit my corner and tore off half my bumper and the light. This happened to a 2009 Volkswagen Golf.
See, those are good
Those are
vehicles.
fun
When he
vehicles.
says I got hit by a truck, I thought this man
Semi.
literally got hit, like he was walking and got hit by a truck. I was like, oh, that explains a lot about Sir Barry. Okay, cool.
Has anyone seen
I
Cherry?
got hit by a car on my bike.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it was a very, very slow speed impact.
Bicycle?
Very, very slow. Yeah, like on my bicycle.
Who's
not?
at
No,
fault?
no, no, not on my motorcycle. Oh my God, no! I'd be so pissed. You would have heard about that.
Who was at fault?
Technically him, because I was crossing in a crosswalk and it turned from green to yellow.
Oh,
Like the walk sign.
right.
Like, turned from. I was green, so I started crossing, and then it turned to yellow, and he started to move forward, and hit me with his car.
For our listeners, if you don't know this, you're supposed to walk your bicycle across any intersection because you're technically considered a pedestrian and you have more rights than a vehicle, rather than riding your bicycle across the intersection, because then you are considered a vehicle and you have less rights than walking your bicycle. If you didn't know, now you know.
That's actually interesting. That's kind of crazy to think. You'd think that, it's a bicycle. They wouldn't consider that a vehicle. That's why there's a bike lane and shit. That's kind of stupid.
Bicyclists
paid
need to
me,
be held at
so-
fault. Like my little brother was on his bicycle and got hit by a car crossing over a road, but he was held at fault because he was on his bicycle. Now, if he was walking his bike across the road, he wouldn't have been at fault.
Wow.
How was he at fault? If was he like jaywalking kind of deal?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
crossing where it wasn't a road crossing?
well, I mean, it's like a road that goes over a road in that small town, and he just didn't look left or right and just went over the fucking road like a dumbass. And a car was coming and he got hit by a car.
How fast was this fucking car going?
I mean, you're talking that small bowed up fucking town, Paul, that I've showed you my stomping grounds.
Just go 60
Yeah.
through it, basically.
No, that's a one stoplight town. Now it's a stoplight town. They didn't used to have a light, but
Used to be a stop sign.
yeah, they had to have been going maybe 15, 20 miles an hour max.
Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say I think the speed limit's 25 there.
Mine was probably around that same.
Yeah,
That's wild. I've never been hit while on a bike or walking or anything. Knock on wood.
I
I
have.
really
still,
wasn't hurt
I've
because they
al-
stopped immediately.
I've been hit by a car twice on a bicycle, but I've gotten away with it both times because I was scared that my mom would find out. So I just told her I fell off the bike going down a hill. There was this one time though, like Logan was saying, he pulled the fucking front brakes. I'm going down this hill and a car pulls out in front of me and I hit my front brakes and I go over the fucking handlebars. That was fun. That one hurt like a bitch. I gotta sneeze. Fucking, let me turn this light on.
Oh, I guess with that being said,
Nothing.
we're kind of at that point. We all feel like absolute
Dog
ass.
shit.
So, I mean, thanks guys for joining another episode of Drunk Discussions. The apparently sick episode, or the flu episode. We're like Michael Jordan in this shit, just continuing on and fighting through it. So thank you guys. We do this all to you. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, share us. We're trying to grow. We only do this for y'all. You're the best. Go to actually, Connor, just fill it in. You know the fucking info. I'm too done.
Yeah.
Love you.
Look, Paul just Kobe'd helicopter down. Since we're bringing in basketball, guys, thank you so much for listening to Drunk Discussions podcast. You guys can find us wherever podcasts can be found. Please share with your friends. Let everyone know that if you're in the mood to watch and you've got a free Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find us at twitch.tv/Drunk Discussions. Or if you want to go ahead and input questions for days like this where we have really nothing to talk about and we're just sick as fuck, you can email us at drunkdiscussion.crew@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook. Be sure to smash that like button with your cock and give her a good old lick. Call it a day and give it a quick. I don't know. Trying something new. I feel like dick. Look, I'm still rhyming. This is great.
I know, right?
All right. Anyways, guys, love you. Peace.
Peace.